Special counsel Jack Smith is planning to step down before President-elect Donald Trump returns to the White House. Sources told the New York Times on Wednesday that Smith intends to complete his work and leave his post before January. He's got until January 20th because really, what else is there to do? Okay. Yeah, he did his work. He did his cases. Unfortunately, he was not able to actually take Trump to trial. So it's over, though. There will be no accountability once Donald Trump takes office. We know that. It's too late now. All right. So what Smith is going to do is that he is wrapping up his investigations and then has decided to quit on his own terms. Remember, Trump vowed to fire him, quote, within 2 seconds of his inauguration. So what else is there to do? Nothing. He's going to be presenting his final report, summarizing his findings to Attorney General Merrick Garland, which, look, I hope Garland doesn't sit on it, right? I think that he should make all the findings public. I'm guessing that's what they're going to do because why not, right? I think Smith got cheated out of a trial, and we should be able to at least get to look at the evidence that he collected against Donald Trump. It's not going to mean anything. It's not going to make a single difference now, but I am kind of curious to see that, okay, you went to trial with that evidence. Would there be enough to have secured a guilty verdict? Okay. Look, from what I've seen, and by the way, back in October, Smith released a report related to Trump's January 6th case that included some revelations about Trump's behavior ahead of and on January 6th. The report outlined what Smith described as Trump's private criminal conduct, which would not be protected by official acts, okay, which have immunity thanks to the Supreme Court. It said that at its core, the defendant's scheme was a private one. He extensively used private actors as campaign infrastructure to attempt to overturn the election results and operated in a private capacity as a candidate for office. So notice they had to change that language in order to comply with that Supreme Court ruling. But again, at this point, we all know that it's too late. It's too late. And while we do know some of the stuff, by the way, we're not going to be able to see the massive amount of evidence that they plan to use to make their case, at least until some of this report comes out. And I don't know how detailed, how full that'll be, and what exactly is going to be released to the public. I guess we're going to have to see. But so far, pretty disastrous. Okay, but not unexpected. That said, I think what really is going to be an indicator of how good the evidence is what Trump does to Smith after he takes power. I mean, that could tell us. Even though Smith is stepping down, is Donald Trump still going to target him? Is he going to go after him? And then try to punish him? If he does, that might be a good indicator that he was worried about these cases and wants to get his revenge on Smith. Though, that said, if he doesn't, that doesn't necessarily mean that Smith's evidence wasn't good. It just might mean that Trump would correctly view himself as untouchable. And I say that correctly because, again, you had the Supreme Court that gave him near absolute immunity. And then, of course, you also had our justice system, which delayed these trials for 2 years. And at the end of the day, Trump got a massive reprieve. Donald Trump walks, and Jack Smith walks away. And there's really nothing else that can be done to hold Trump to account on these issues. Country made its choice on November 5th. And what the choice showed is that the rich and powerful will never be held accountable as long as they're wealthy, white, and Republican. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.